This is London calling in the overseas service of the British Broadcasting Corporation.
I have to tell you now that no such undertaking has been received, and that consequently this country is at war with Germany.
The pocket battleship, Graf Spee, which has been for many weeks preying upon the trade of the South Atlantic, has met her doom.
Mother dear, I'm writing you from somewhere in France, hoping this finds you well.
We shall fight in France. We shall fight on the seas and oceans. We shall fight with growing confidence and growing strength in the air. We shall never surrender.
Hang up the washing on the Siegfried line, 'cause the washing day is here. Whether the weather may be we'll just love along.
Das Oberkommando der Wehrmacht gibt bekannt. Ein im Atlantik operierender deutscher Flottenverband unter Führung des Flottenchefs Admiral Lütjen im Seegebiet um Island auf schwere englische Seestreitkräfte. Das Schlachtschiff Bismarck hat hierbei einen englischen Schlachtkreuzer, wahrscheinlich Hood, vernichtet.
The sinking of the Bismarck was due to the cooperation of the RAF with the Navy. And Rodney, which did some pretty work with her 16-inch guns.
This is not the end. It is not even the beginning of the end. But it is perhaps the end of the beginning. But the Japanese High Command had declared that a state of war existed with Great Britain and the United States.
The German Navy, so proudly built up by that smug strategical genius, the Führer, is slowly but surely being wiped out. Now the Scharnhorst, the 26,000-ton battleship, has gone to the bottom. A not unusual result of action against the Royal Navy.
Led by a powerful British escort, the main body of the surrendered Italian fleet is transferred from Malta to Alexandria.
Signed the act of unconditional surrender of all German land, sea, and air forces in Europe to the Allied Expeditionary Force.
Back across the China Sea for the last large-scale surrender at Hong Kong, where today warships of the Royal Navy ride at anchor in the harbor.
Hello and welcome back to the port, ladies and gentlemen. I'm the Gallic Major and I have returned from holiday. And so, obviously, first of all, I've been away for a week, so that means we have some new ships to play. We have the Zuiho, which we will be playing in the second game, and we also have the USS Misery, which will be featuring in the third game, although we will be starting the stream of working with the Cossack. So this is just a little extra bonus live stream, The reason being is obviously I have returned to you, or returned back to life, I guess you could say, the normal grind. So just going to do a bit of an extra stream because I haven't been able to obviously get much content out in the last week because obviously been busy, and furthermore I have not been able to live stream because I've been away. So or pre-record anything while I've been away. So this is what we're doing here. So we're going to get the music on the go. And we will jump into the game. There we go. Hopefully everything's all working okay. So we got ourselves into a game of domination on Greece in the Tier 6 British destroyer, the Cossack. It's a Tier 6 and 7 game. Orkan, Tashkent, F6. Zara, Knetsov, Colorado, Tirpitz, Champagne, Monarch. So there's no... The only radar they have on the enemy team is the Orkan. So as long as I can keep some distance between me and the Orkan, I should be okay. It's on the left flank, so we're going to have a crack at the left hand side and see what we can do there. Located, and wow, that could be from anything, I guess you could say. Checking some of the settings in the background. Yeah, that seems to be all right. There we go. Okay. Let's see what's in support. Thankfully, it's not a carrier game. We've got a Fiji and a Kansas. Kansas is pushing over. Fiji's folding into the center. Champagne probably spawned on the center. Is moving over. Tirpitz spotted. Smoke screen. Could be the Knetsov, or the Zara, or the ZF6, or the Tashkent. It's quite a static smoke screen. I'd be led to believe that it's probably going to be the Knetsov. Destroyer spotted over there, ZF6. So I think we're closing to the edge of the cap here. What's that destroyer? There's the Orkan. Tirpitz is sitting still. Monarch is sitting still too. Yeah, definitely the Knetsov in that smoke screen. Monarch's reversing up. Tirpitz is reversing up too. Smoke screen is in range, so let's chuck some torpedoes out. There's a Knetsov. Just broadside on as well. Tirpitz still backing up. I guess we'll grab this cap and then go into the middle, see if we can tangle with the Orkan. Tashkent's in the centre as well. Only ZF6 is gone from the centre. No, there's a cruiser there as well. That would be the Zara. Okay.
Enemy battleship sighted.
Lots of smoke screens over there. Trying to drop torpedoes onto a nose on Tirpitz is going to be rather awkward. Tashkent's weak. That would be advantageous for our team to try and get rid of. Oh, we got a torpedo hit on the surface, which is rather unexpected.
Torpedoes direct front. Torpedoes to port. Critical engine damage. Torpedoes to port. Fire.
Just wondering if the Orcan only uses radar, but I don't know. No radar now.
Smoke screen set.
Orcan looked like he came back for more. Cheeky devil. I'm not sure she wrote on that one. Well, that's the warm-up game. Little Island. Good evening, good evening. Good to see you, good to see you. Hope you've had a good week. Oh, the week's only just started. I'm still in Friday mode, aren't I? Hope you had a good weekend then, I should say. We can't strip the Cossack off yet, so we will have to do the Zuiho. So this will be the first time I streamed with the Zuiho. Main differences: the rear wing is practically the same. The only real differences are the chassis of the carrier. One thing I've only really noticed: the Zuiho has slightly worse AA capabilities. Ooh, okay. Obviously, just a bit of lag. I've got to pick you up after this game if you're about. We'll be playing Tier 7 though, as we'll be taking the Missouri out. So yeah, one thing I've noticed with the Zuiho is the detectability is absolutely huge, but then the reason being is that's because that's the detectability that they are intending on giving all carriers. So at the moment, with a full stealth build on the Zuiho, I have the same detectability as, say, my non-stealth build Rugio. So that just gives a nice concept on how much they will be affecting aircraft carrier concealment. Because I think I've managed to drop it down to about 9 kilometers, but I think if you don't do the stealth build, you're looking at about 12 kilometers. Next game, maybe for division? Yeah, no worries, no worries. So let's see what kind of spotting we can get over here on the right flank. A little up and over. Here's them all. Ironically, airplanes can see through islands, but AA guns can't shoot. Well, I think we'll just go for it. The one thing I do have to note with my new commander build on the Zuiho is I don't have the same amount of torpedo speed as I used to have. So I have got to lead a little bit more with my torpedoes, I've noted. Looks like that one passed to the rear of the Ismail, but actually got New York. I should do, maybe, is do a safety drop on the destroyer. Yeah, I'll do a safety. I'll use the destroyer. I'll go against the destroyer for a safety drop, and then I should be able to bounce onto the Islam.
All stations requesting fire on the designated target. Attention, support that target.
Don't think I can do the Islam. I'm going to have to go for the New York. I'm going to lose slightly more aircraft on this. I'm going to watch these torpedoes because I want to see if I'm leading too much or not. No, that's about right. Okay. Like HE bombs. Kabuki's gone? Yes. Got 2 of our aircraft away. Neither of these are nose in. Oh, there goes these ones. If you want a little bit of history, it was noticed that during the Second World War, the Luftwaffe liked to approach Royal Navy vessels from the rear when doing bombing runs. So that's why, on say some of the destroyer modifications, they replaced the rear torpedo launcher with an AA gun instead, because it was rearward facing, or closer to the rear of the ship. Not quite sure what flank I should be supporting here. I might just move over to Bravo. We'll launch some torpedo aircraft. It's coming up the middle. It's a very weak Normandy. So if someone doesn't kill the Normandy, I will use the Normandy as a safety drop. However that looks like, there goes the Normandy. Let's see, so we've got the Tennessee and New Mexico. So we do a safety drop. And then the Tennessee's nicely pinned against the island here. Tennessee even looks like he's slowing down. Time for the bombers. I do think I prefer the Japanese Tier 5 carriers over their Tier 7 at the moment, which is a very strange choice, I guess you could say. Trying to curve my approach in so I can avoid the majority of the flak. I think that went pop before my bombs even managed to reach down there. We're going to make a move now, I think. Up towards... yeah, that'll do. Yeah, let's record these. Launch those. The Japanese aircraft, the torpedo bombers, are certainly more effective. So usually you prioritise them over your HE bombers. Always forget about the engine cooldown. I think our Kabuki's going to get the kill, because there's not much New Mexico left now. New Mexico just about slipped through. Oh, we'll just do a flyby then. Okay, we've got an AO, but thankfully torpedo aircraft are back in action pretty quick in, say, comparison to the bombers at least. Oh yeah, was launching out torps. Is she going to oversteer? Potential she might oversteer. So we'll do that. One. We're going to get a second. Nice. Right, going to keep moving the carrier up. I'll go for that square. That should be alright. It's always trying to pick the squares where you're not going to end up ramming into an island as well sometimes. What's the other cruiser? Fiji. Okay, that explains the smoke screen. There goes the Fiji. Let's drop some fighters, you never know. So I'm going to try and curve my approach onto the stern of the Aigle. Spotted the enemy carrier. Yeah, but should be finished. Yeah, there you go. Right, let's just move this up then. So those. No high damage getting, but we've been reasonably effective, I hope to say. Got a lot of spotting potential out there. I think we spotted, well, we've got 9 spotting weapons. Now the AA on the German carriers can be quite effective. I'd like to explain what you're going to do and why, along with historical stories. Trying to keep it entertaining. No, I like to explain what I'm doing, because then if there's better players out there, then they can tell me where I went wrong. Or if there's people who are intrigued to know why I'm doing what I'm doing, then it's just a nice way. I can keep a commentary going, and yeah, it's a way of doing it. It's a strange way. Right. It's one of those carrier games. I didn't feel like I did too bad. We can strip off the Cossack. That was definitely a loss, but Our team started to die very quickly. I can now take that off favourites. Move from favourites. And I can also strip off the Zuiho. And then I've got to pick up Little Island. And we got the Missouri. I will just jump to the at the desk now just to make things a little simpler. Is it World of Warships? I think. I'm going to chance my arm and say that that's what it is. Alright, you're here. Okay. I'll get the Missouri ready then. Battleship Heavy Division. Let's see. Tea is about ready. As you can see, I've returned to the black stuff. Bovril. I'm going to stay in the office mode just a little bit longer while I sort some things out in the background. Hello, Brandon. It has been a while because I've been on holiday. And also, yeah, good to see you, though. Good to see you. Last week of the patch. Okay, that's all right. Sorry, I've just got to mess around with things in the background before I switch back because I'm streaming from the streaming software. Okay, I think that should be... There you go.
Action stations.
Let's see. Gascon and Georgia. And ship forecast, we have Shimakaze, Kleber, Bagration, Alaska, Odin, Tirpitz, Richelieu, Georgia, Yamato. And the Bagration's given away his position already. And he's up against 3 16-inch gun battleships. I mean, he's backing up now. It might turn into one of those long-range slugging matches. Oh, he's a very nimble. Very nimble. 3 torpedoes. 6 torpedoes. 9 torpedoes. 12 torpedoes? 12? Is that the Shimakaze? Oh, Quebec.
Requesting fire on the designated target. Concentrate fire on the target.
I'm going to eat 3 Kleber toys and they don't really hurt, aren't they? Oh, has he got more torpedoes?
Below the waterline. We're flooding quickly.
That's why I don't play battleships. I messed up. Oh well, I potatoed that. Potatoes do happen. This is where I have this on the soundboard. Wait, where is it? Where is it?
Oh dear, outside, never mind.
Well, I'll come back and grab you after another game, Little Island. I do apologise. I'll come back and pick you up. Oh boy. Oh, so apparently because... oh. I'm the T in World of Warships. Where basically the CCs have access to Missouri. Simply, I think it's just I don't really know why we've gained access to her. We've only got her for a week though. I'm going to try and think of something where I can have like a quick game in it, because that was a bad performance by myself. I might do the Surrey, and I'll reform the division in. There we go. Yep, so we're just going to quickly jump into the Surrey, and then we'll try the Missouri again, and this time I won't potato. Main differences between the Iowa and the Missouri. Obviously, Missouri has the radar, 9.5 kilometers range, 30-second duration. Missouri's got about 5,000 less HP, and therefore that also means she has a slightly reduced HP pool. But the reason being is she has a slightly thicker lower armoured belt, which obviously means she is slightly more survivable. And her AP does about 400 more damage. So her AP DPM is ever so slightly higher. Apart from that, not really much more to talk about when it comes to the Missouri.
Action stations.
And so I don't necessarily... Personally, I wouldn't bother. Not unless you really, really like the Iowa and would like a slightly more survivable Iowa with a lower HP pool with radar, which is basically more like a team assistance radar rather than a radar that you can really use for yourself, because you're only ever going to get one volley out with it. I think if she had the same credit earning potential that she had over on PC, she'd be a lot more worthwhile. Let's see, Aigle, Minsk, Akatsuki, Shores, Division Recognizer, Indianapolis, New Mexico Recognizer, KG5, spotted as well while I've been doing that, so I'm flat broadside on to the enemy ships, which also means the enemy destroyer is really motored up. KG5 firing HE, which could hurt modules, but we should just find some gaps. Yeah. So I've only really played that was my second game in the Missouri. I don't necessarily play tier 7 battleships that often. But from doing the in the port comparisons, I don't necessarily feel she's that much worth it. So my intention is to save my steel and use it for something a bit more interesting. That's my hope anyway. Someone used the Aigle in the centre there. Maybe I should play the Aigle as well. Once I've actually had a decent game in the Missouri where I don't potato it into some Kleber torpedoes. So a little bit more. Yeah, she's quite a speedy Gunnizer now, isn't she? That's a little bit too much. But we've got a fire, which is what we really want. I think she's just started to pay attention to me because I set a fire. She's got 15-inch guns, so I'm going to have to start moving. See if we can bounce this off the deck. That's the only part of my armor scheme which is sufficient to ricochet 15-inch shells. I'm in the clear for the KG-5. So I'm going to train my guns to my port side and see if I can keep the gunners engaged, making around the corner. Oh, pardon me. Seems like the Goliath has realised the error of his ways and changed his mind about flexing up. It's still the Aigle in the smoke screen there. We are still burning the Goliath now, which is good. And fire stopped. So we will attempt to reignite the fire if those torpedoes don't get him. Nice work. Still the Aigle. Oh no, she's turning very sharply. In that case, I might start closing in on the KG-5 because she has only 14-inch guns, which I can bounce. Minsk is way back there. Trying to temporarily borrow the Jervis' smoke screen to block line of sight between me and the KG-5. Jervis smoke screen should be disappearing soon. Got to try and keep the KG-5 in range. Okay, she's kiting quite heavily. So let's do a stagger shot. Finally, another fire.
Concentrate fire on the designated target.
Oh, those had very short detection.
Breach. We're taking on water. Fire.
the torpedo launcher on the starboard side. Oh boy.
Main turret critically damaged.
We sank their battleship.
Oh boy. I think we're dead. We have managed to get torpedoes away, you never know. I fired them on the intention of just seeing if I can catch anything that comes up. We all get one or two of those games. Yeah, that is very true. See how this goes, because we've got 2 DDs near their base. But it's in Indianapolis, but it's a low health Indianapolis, so together the DDs could actually take out the Indianapolis. So potentially we might win on the cap-in. Wishing the best of luck. I'm quickly going to jump back to the desk, and I will pick up the little island. I'm going to look how badly I did. Let's see. I did 0 damage. Oh boy. Alright, I'll show you this. Whoa. 0 damage. Oh, that was bad. Let's try the Misery again. Hopefully she won't be so miserable. Where is she? This is the thing, I've now made it so she's a favourite, so she comes at the start. But the problem is I have to go through everything to find her. There she is. We should try the Misery one more time. And this time hope to not play so miserably. So this will probably be a tier 6 and 7 game, judging by the map. Trident's quite a small map, so I'd be quite surprised if it's legendary. Yeah. Kiev, Akatsuki, Lightning, Wichita, Baltimore, Tirpitz, Jean Bar, Alabama. Oh, sure, it spawned in the center.
Battle starts.
Got a lot of range. Also got incredibly large detectability, so we'll probably be detected there. Lenin's not yet. Yeah, I'm spotted. I haven't even finished doing a UE.
Reporting the position of a strategic target.
Oh. Guns do sound nicer.
Attention, reporting the target position.
The ship is on fire. I actually can use the smoke screen. That's not normal. don't think I can actually shoot anything there. This map is almost too small. Oh, hello, Sax. Hello. You went in too hot. Oh, yes.
Attention. Reporting the target position. Поддержите союзный корабль. Target penetrated. Concentrate fire on the enemy warship.
Picked on by two Jean Bars. She's used to a reload booster.
Enemy battleship sighted.
Gotta try and stop that crossfire with the turrets. Okay, there's a lot of pain going on in that turrets.
Enemy battleship destroyed.
I still want to know how that Jean Bar one game just absolutely decimated my turret HP. Like, was it just luck?
Torpedoes to port.
Torpedoes to port.
Finally. Come on, load up, load up.
Всем, кто меня слышит, защищайте указанный корабль.
Nah. Right, just because I know there's DDs on my left, I've got no DD screen or anything like that on my left either. I'm going to angle it so I'm not offering such a broad target. I think the turret HP on that Jean Bar is slowly starting to get worked down. I've already managed to get one incapacitation. It's going a lot faster. Maybe if I can catch the broadside of the Alabama. Okay. That wasn't supposed to happen. He's slowing down again. Home by having the base off to my left as well. I can use that as like a way of detecting enemy destroyers closing in.
Torpedoes, dead ahead.
Finally destroying one of the turrets in the Jean Bar.
Torpedoes, direct front.
Right, there's only one enemy destroyer, and that's way off up the map, so I should be reasonably safe. A bit wide there, this might hurt. We're still losing ships, I don't like that. At least I know she can't do her main battery relay booster. The dispersion was a bit strange. Hello, Spartacus. Jean Bar, you just sit still and fire. Easy job. Oh yeah, I know. It's one of the reasons why they don't want to reintroduce her, because first of all, she's quite popular, and second of all, she gets played a hell of a lot. Oh no, I didn't see it. That could hurt a lot more. That happening. Time to switch the angle. don't think the lightning's within radar range. Damage contact is going to get burnt up.
The ship is on fire!
Your team depends upon you. Your team has taken the lead.
Problem solved, sir.
We will
The
die.
ship is on fire!
This won't be pretty. There we go. best we could do in the Missouri that game. Played it a lot slower. I think the first game in the stream where I played it, played it very hot, pushed in, very aggressive. Probably shouldn't have done that. Should have read the situation. 81,000 damage, 2 kills, 1 citadel. Second, so it's better than last time. Oh, right, let's see. Nice. In the arena, I dev struck a full health Iowa. Oh boy, you should have recorded that. If you haven't, that would be very intriguing to see. I think I'm going to play their Aigle tier 5. But I'm going to take the Missouri off my favourites. But if anyone does have any questions regarding the Missouri, feel free to ask, and I'll try my best to answer them. I guess I should do the obligatory. If you can, feel free to give the stream a thumbs up. It obviously helps with promoting the channel and promoting the live stream. And like I said at the start of the stream, this is a compensatory live stream because I was away last week and I didn't pre-record much content, couldn't do any live content, and I haven't been able to record any content for today. And I thought I'd do a little live stream after work because the wife has finished work. Oh no, she's working. She's off tomorrow, I should say. If there's any requests or any queries, feel free to shout out in the chat. Otherwise, I think we're just waiting on warships to pick a ship. So in the meantime, we always jump to the desk mode. I have thought about whether I could do anything else with this view. I did compensate maybe having the live chat there, but I don't think I can because you can only really do that with Twitch. Although maybe when it comes to Christmas, might have a bit of fun with this background. Maybe put a Christmas tree in. Ah, there we go. Nuremberg. We have got the soundboard completely filled out now. I just need to actually remember to use it. For those of you interested, obviously, I've always used 1 to 5. So the new ones we got.
Don't panic! Don't panic! Hutch! Don't panic! You're all right! Run away! Run away!
And obviously I don't get the feedback, but we'll see.
Oh dear, outside, never
Apologies,
mind.
I was making tea. An acceptable excuse. Let's see what we got ourselves into. A tier 5 and 6 game. Fubuki, Gaidi, Aigle, Aoba, Helena, Izumo, Bayern. KG5, Florida. Let's scout forth and see how it goes. Let's see if I can remember the actual soundboard. Oh yeah, the French got RDF now. That probably shows how much I play French destroyers. The usual temptation for a destroyer is to tuck up in here, because then you've got the island to protect you. It's also quite common for enemy DDs to do the same on the opposite side, so I'm just going to chuck some torpedoes out. Interesting, there's an Aigle. Being I know I'm going to go and detect it, there's no point in me firing my guns. Because if I fire my guns, I increase the potential of myself being detected by something else within my firing range. And I'm not going to reverse out there, because obviously I fire torpedoes. He very well may have done exactly the same thing. Oh, someone just took an absolute chunk out of the Aigle there. Spooky. That will be victim number, well, hopefully the first victim of the game. I'm just going to make sure I get the cap before I start shooting. We're just gonna, touch tips. If I quickly back it up, I should be okay. I do have gold out. Okay. Unfortunately, I don't have an I win button. But the Kabuki has accidentally wandered out of his smoke screen due to an engine being damaged. Ooh, the enemy cruiser's potentially close. Okay, the Aigle's dropped the smoke screen. Right, so I'm going to just loop in here, grab the cap, and then head back over to the north side of Bravo. That's going to be the plan. However, not every plan survives first contact with the enemy. Spartacus, what ship on the next campaign? Asian one comes with the new commander. I have DD Commander Mordor 16-4. Would be nice inspiration for European DD. Yes, so from I think a Reddit post by Final Boss, one of the World of Warships Legends community managers, the way it's going to work is once you complete the campaign, you will be able to get one of the destroyers with Admiralty backing. So so once you complete the campaign, if you have Admiralty backing purchased, you can then pick one of the destroyers. So for 2,500 doubloons, you can pick one, the Friesland or the I can't remember the name of the. Is it Junglao or something like that? If you want to have both of them, then once you basically picked which free one you're going to have with the Admiralty backing, you can then pay 17,500 doubloons to purchase the second one. I'm gonna go for defend ribbons. Oh, come on, guns.
Dégâts critiques au moteur. Alerte incendie.
I got picked out by a lot of things there all at one time. But we've managed to keep hold of the cap, which is probably the most important thing there. So yeah, Spartacus, that's how it's going to work. Not exactly. Basically, next patch is going to see some massive changes to the game. In general, it's going to be UI changes, how the campaign visuals work and things like that. So I'm not 100% certain of all the changes. There is a potential that there might be changes to the sound of the game as well. I mean, we know they're working on it, so basically it's generally, it seems like there's going to be some big changes happening in the next patch. Okay, finally someone reset the I think I'm spotting them, so I can't get.
Générateur de fumée enclenché.
Oh, we got the Aigle.
Destroyer ennemi envoyé par le fond.
To be honest, I should use AP. Right, now I do need to use HE. My specs are going to run out as well, typical. One last volley on the Helena. Yep, that's going to be all I can do. One, two, three. Ooh, nice. What? This is Scharnhorst. Okay, I confess, I sometimes play aggressively. No comment. Right, advantage in caps. I can try and reset the Helena, but it's going to be so risky that I don't want to do it to the last minute. I could be extra cheeky and actually contest this with my engine boost on, because I have got go all out. It's really risky. What's the mighty ability? I don't know. It doesn't tell you. I don't want to find out. Run. Left brother, thank you. Go on, my precious. Go on. Oh. To be honest. It's taken one of the biggest threats off the map. That's a risk I'm willing to take. Oh, that gear's got 2 centerline launchers, so she can't do a French flip. Ooh. Okie dokie. What would be the major difference for the Asian DD? It's basically an up-tiered Benson. Looks like she can swap out one of her consumables for sonar. Which could be quite interesting. I haven't looked into it too much, because obviously the trailer did come out while I was away. I'll probably look into it a bit more for Thursday as well as weekly. No, I need you to turn in or something. This might be painful, but as long as we get a couple of torpedo hits. Got 2 torpedo hits and flooding on her, because I think she put my fire out. Oh, who's gonna get the kill? Oh, if I get the kill, I get a Kraken. It's not gonna happen. I bet Scharnhorst is gonna finish her off. Yeah, but my flooding just stopped, so she just about saved herself. Well, that was a rather nice game. Both of our division are unfortunately no longer live, but yeah, I'm quite pleased. I'll have to look at what kind of effort we did there. I'll just finish off the tea. Any requests? Oh, pardon me. Oh yeah, we did do that Surrey game, so we better strip the Surrey off. Let's see, what's the time? Yeah, we've got time for a couple more games. How are we doing the Surrey? A third overall. Can't complain about that then. I attracted torpedoes, torps like a magnet. So those German magnetic torpedoes, that's what it is. Ooh, I don't know what I fancy playing. The Guild game was quite good. Maybe... Oh, that game's finished. Let's have a look. Aigle game. That was very good. Victory as well. I guess we timed out on points. Warships as well. World Warships there, or Little Island coming in second as well. I think we definitely put our effort into that game. I fancy a cruiser game. Maybe we do London. Well, while waiting for this line to sort a ship out, just double check some things in the background. Just sort this headset out as well. There we go. Ooh, interesting choice. London and Queen Elizabeth. See, we've plenty of time for 2 or 3 more games, probably 3 more games at least. I'll have to see if I can mix it up with something before the last game. Lots of battleships. Colorado, California, Queen Elizabeth, Normandy. 2 14-inch gun, 1 15-inch gun, 2 16-inch gun battleships. Shaw's Raider, Pensacola, Exeter, T61. Ooh. It's not a favourable game at all. Push over to the right flank and see what we can do. I'm in no hurry to rush into Charlie in a cruiser, especially with that amount of battleships on the enemy team and their gun calibers. Reason being is, although London is a county class cruiser, in fact the same member of class as Devonshire, for some reason her armour scheme is a lot thinner. She's almost got like a similar armour scheme to the Leander rather than the Devonshire. So she is very reliant on kiting to survive any battleship, and also her smoke screens. Hello Vas. This was an unexpected stream. It very much is. It's just a compensatory stream due to the lack of content last week and lack of streams and stuff like that. So because I didn't have a video for today, the wife's at work, I thought I'd take the opportunity to just do a little bit of a bonus live stream. We've done a couple of games in the Missouri, a game in the Zuiho, a game in the Aigle and the Surrey so far. We're taking the London out. Tempted maybe to do the Zuiho one last time before I end the stream, so I might do the Zuiho next. And then depending on my mood, we'll look at a British battleship, or maybe we might do the Missouri one last time before the end of the stream. Admittedly, the Missouri, there's not really much different. Slight minor difference in the lower armoured belt, well, I guess the lower armoured belt is quite a big change, really. There's a slight difference in the AP shell damage. Reasonable difference in the what do I want to say? In the amount of HP, but that seems to be more due to her slightly better armor, I guess you could say, because she's tougher. They've made her obviously lower HP.
Smoke generator activated. Smoke screen set.
And then obviously then the Missouri does have radar, 9.5 kilometers range. How many of these are we going to get? 1, 2, 3. She most certainly damaged con to that. 5 kilometers. Oh, I really messed it up. Still got hits. Nice work, nice work.
Nice work.
Good show. Jolly good show.
Concentrate fire on that enemy warship.
Next has just gone behind the island. Finally, a fire on the Queen. Next is backing up. Oh no, she's coming out.
Enemy cruiser destroyed.
Right, so I'm going to try and position myself a little bit further out, almost out here if possible. And the reason being, if I can get that grid square, I should have a nice line of sight onto these 2 battleships while not being detected, and also, hopefully the rest of my team can spot them.
Smoke generator activated.
Right, that should be right.
Smoke set.
I got the Firepower Deluxe Edition today. Oh, Baz. Does that mean you've got yourself a kamikaze? That's literally the only reason for buying that disc version of the game, is to get the kamikaze. Okay, it looks like potentially... I don't know where the T-61 is. Like, potentially she's over at Alpha. I mean, I haven't seen any torpedoes. Got to remember my text between fire and smoke is 5 kilometers. I was predicting the Colorado's turn around, so that's why I put a bit of a spread over that side. Looks like someone else might finish off the Colorado. Yep. On to the next victim. Noting I've got 15 seconds of smoke screen left and 14 seconds until I can lay another one. Basically, I've got about 2 seconds overlap, so I need to start motoring now.
Main turret critically damaged. Fire!
Oh, thank God the Colorado looked at something else.
Smoke screen set. Problem solved, sir.
I think I got clipped when someone tried to shoot the Shan horse. I think it was the Queen Elizabeth firing HE. Yeah, she's firing HE. You can see the shells crossing the screen. Commando's sitting. I'm going to have to start turning around and then... Okay. Right, I need to start going after the T-61, which means I need someone to keep the Queen Elizabeth off my back. No RDF in this cruiser. Really? I just got it for the doubloons. The ships are just a bonus. A very nice bonus is that, though. Finally, there was a decent price on Amazon Canada. Buying stuff online in Canada is usually more expensive than other places because it's hard to deliver packages to some of the places. That's reasonable, that's understandable. We will put our self-defense sonar on, which lasts 3 minutes. Nice.
Good luck, everyone.
Problem is trying to find the T-61.
Nice work. All stations requesting fire on the designated target. Nice work.
Where is the T-61 going to go? Basically, I'm trying to keep it in a straight line because I know that her detectability is about 5.3, as was finding, and I want to keep her detected, so I need to keep up with her. So I need to keep course adjustments to a minimum. Come here, you little blighter.
Torpedoes direct front.
I have a cunning plan.
Where is the little blighter going to be?
Smoke generator activated. Smoke screen set. Torpedoes dead ahead. Torpedoes dead ahead.
Oh, there she goes. She's showing her hand. Oh, very nice, very nice. Hello, Jamin. Hello, hello. Maybe didn't read it properly. My igloo has a mail door. Past the post box outside my igloo is a smaller igloo on a stick. Oh, nice. Nice game, nice game, nice game. Right. Let's see. Can I do... Let's see. See if I can do a poll. Ash, your community. Does this work? How does it work? Oh no, what's it done? Trying out a new feature. Oh, there you go. There you go. You can vote whether you want me to play the Misery or the Zuiho. Oh. Oh. I like the way that straight away goes like a 50-50 split. So you can have your Zuiho, or you can have your Missouri. That's really weird. If you're active... Well, it doesn't help that you got and voted 50-50, chaps. I'll wait until one's in the lead, and then I'll pick them. It's the first time I've tried this poll thing on the YouTube chat. So that's quite interesting. I can do that. Oh. I'll have to. This has just been a entire. There you go. Yeah. There you go. There you go, chaps. Okay. Right, we'll end it there. Yeah, that was an interesting bit of fun to try out. There you go. Poll ended with 4 votes. Yeah, we're doing the Misery. How does a penguin build a house? It glues it together. Thank you, Vaz. So the CCs finally get to try Missouri. Yes, basically Missouri became available in the wild last week. So hence they've given us CCs her for a week. I only played 3 games in her, and one of those games was 0 battle contribution as I drove into a load of club air torpedoes. This map's always good fun. Right, let me just readjust my headset. I think.
Battle starts.
Haven't even done the shipping forecast. Let's see. Akatsuki, Jervis, Benson, Pablo Emilio, Fletcher, Richelieu, Georgia, Massachusetts. Should Monk? Hello. Ooh, Georgia. Broadside on. I take that as an opening move to a game. I can't complain about that. Richelieu. Point it in and fire away. Vaz, I guess it begs the question, is it worth saving multiple years worth of steel for it? Now the answer seems obvious. My answer is no. Like, I'm not going to be purchasing her in any... only if I have, like, the steel kicking around and nothing better to do. But being that they plan to probably introduce more ships with steel, I'm gonna hold off until there's something more worthwhile, because in my eyes she is literally just a Iowa, basically a very expensive premium camouflage for an Iowa. Yes, she does have radar. Yes, she does do 400 more damage per AP shell. Okay, she has 5,000 less HP and less effective repair parties because of that. But that's mostly due to her lower armoured belt being able to ricochet all AP rather than just 14-inch AP, so she is slightly more survivable. It means she can angle more effectively than, say, an Iowa. However, is that really worth, was it 20,000 steel? No. God, no. So, like, I think if she was more like what she is on PC, with those incredibly high credit earning potential capabilities, then yes, I think she could be worthwhile. However, she's just a standard tier 7 premium battleship. It adds nothing really, honestly. I'd only say get her if A, you're very, very interested in her historically, because she is the ship in which the Declaration of Unconditional Surrender was signed on by the Japanese. Otherwise, if you really, 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 really like the Iowa and you want a premium Iowa, then okay, but that's what the Georgia is, really. Like, there's enough premium tier 7 battleships to pick from, which don't cost you 20,000 steel. Oh, nice work. We missed the Fletcher. Oh, jamming, not really. If you want radar, division it with a Chapayev. Yeah. This is the thing. If you really, 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 really want radar, play a cruiser. Play the Baltimore. Play the Wichita. Play the Albemarle. Play the Edinburgh. Play the Chapayev. Play the Okhotov. Like, how badly must you want radar and not want to play a cruiser to think the Massachusetts is worthwhile? It just doesn't make sense. To go, oh, I need radar so badly, but I don't want to compromise and actually play a cruiser. She does have slightly better AA than the Iowa, due to the presence of some additional 20mm Orlican. That's pittance, really. I think it's a value of 1 on the base. I'm just having to vacate this flank a little bit because they've got 2 destroyers down there. And Warships is in no condition to even tangle with anything. So he needs to kind of like get out of here as well. So I think we're just quite happily concede this flank. Like, we've grabbed the cap, we've whittled them down a little bit, but concede this flank, and I'll see if I can just get round to the other flank and help out over there. I mean, the annoying one is that we got a destroyer, like a pair of destroyers over on the eastern side of the map, but they're being a little too slow to get around behind them at the moment. Definitely the Fletcher down there. Okay, so we've got the Fletcher and the Jervis. I mean, I'll start turning in, but I'm just going to have to be very cautious about torpedoes coming in. Zuiho, hello, hello, hello. Long live the Mongolian Navy and all who serve in her, yes. Like it's going, hello, hello. First, I'm going to wait whatever the next thing they put into the forge will be. The Dev Q&A was encouraging on that front. That is true. That is true. It's the way they said things like Minotaur's coming this year, but we don't know how. So is that Steel? Is that Global XP? Or is that the Bureau? All of which are very interesting ways. So that's why I am partially like, well, I'd rather just like...
Torpedoes to start.
Oh, Neptune's beard. Don't know what you can do about that. That Jervis must have been stalking me the whole time. Oh well, Neptune's beard. That's how it goes. Let's see, we can jump on board the warships, but he's only got a sliver of HP. I mean, it's hard to say whether we will win this or not. Mike, how long have you been streaming? And you were Mist Major. Oh, thank you. I've been streaming for about hour and 40, I think. And so I'm only streaming for about another 20 minutes. So we're going to see how this game goes with warships playing, and then we'll have to see where it goes from there. Tazo, who gets killed by a limey DD? It is what it is, unfortunately. Oh, I think Warship's going to get spotted by the Fletcher there. Oh no, he's got spotted by the Massachusetts. Fletcher's firing on him. I think that's going to be a wrap. Ooh, how is he still alive? Oh, he's the only... Our team depends upon you. Only 170-point lead, 3 caps.
Our victory is in sight.
Enemy Jervis is in alpha, 3 battleships in the enemy team, 5 minutes remaining. I doubt we'll win it on caps. Ooh, this is going to the wire. I kid. British DDs are good. Yeah, he read the map quite well. He stalked me for a good while, I'm sure. And waited until he knew that I felt a bit comfortable and I turned around and started sailing back in, and he must have been very close, potentially using the original tie whip build. Solo warrior, let's go. Oh, the thing is they're flipping 2 more caps. It's going to take about 2 or 3 torpedo hits on the Massachusetts to put her out, which is going to be risky because she's potentially, as soon as she's got the cap, she's probably going to leg it forward. I mean, she's already legging it forward now. I mean, the British DDs do have that marvellous trait of those individual launch torpedoes, which can be advantageous for getting those spreads out to almost like predict all the different directions the torpedoes are coming in. He seems to have responded to those torpedoes rather rapidly, so whether there's something in between... No, there can't be. Ooh. There she goes. Well, yeah. Certainly a... talking about running... Jamming. Seen a few CC's reviews of Missouri, and the consensus is that Mo isn't worth the steel, so Minnow will most likely be the fourth ship to keep people building up steel for something. Just to guess, that is potentially one way they might do it. Alright, okay, we're going to end on something British. No. Why did KG5? Terrible spread on the torpedoes. Yes. Sometimes. Worst ones. That's making me want to play the Jervis. Right, let's do this. Wouldn't have had time. Yeah, time was counting down as well. Yeah, we'll do the Jervis as the last game of the stream. So, Major, what is your personal favourite ship of each line? That's one of them. He knew they were coming. Something nearby had sonar, perhaps? No, because they only had battleships left on their team. I mean, stream sniping, maybe, or just maybe a bit of maybe had just a bit more awareness of where the DD potentially was coming from. Just waiting on warships to pick a ship. But yeah, I mean, I have got quite a bit of... If you want to consider my bias to the British, then I think cruiser-wise, Fiji. Battleship-wise, Hood. Destroyer-wise, Icarus. That'll be my favourites. And when carriers arrive, probably Furious or not, or Ark Royal. Gotcha. Not every country, but each line. Yeah. I mean, there are some good cruisers out there. Obviously, I play a lot of a single nation because that's where my bias is. I guess you could say that's what I enjoy playing. But other cruisers, Amalfi's very good. Hipper's very good. Battleship wise, I've come to enjoy the Gneisenhower to some level, I guess you could say. But I'm not necessarily a battleship player. So usually when I do play battleships, I'm just play the British every now and then. Destroyer-wise, I have enjoyed the German destroyers in the past. Not too keen on the Japanese destroyers. I just don't like torpedo boat gameplay. The French can be intriguing at times. Amusingly, I do like the Minsk. I have this like go all out style build, which means I can close into ridiculous ranges, so like 40 knots to a battleship, and then just pile it with torpedoes. The Pablo Emilio is absolute good fun. I do have a game clip. I might show it on the end of the stream, where it's literally a game that is over in 3 minutes. It's nuts. I probably will showcase that at the end of the stream, actually. Well, I was thinking of running, but I doubt the points would have been enough. Yeah, no, that's what I thought. When they started flipping another 2 caps simultaneously, the chances of our team being able to get away with a win there was very slim. Guy the Icarus Mass. Mass is over there. What I'm going to do, I'm just going to position myself right on the edge and then reverse in. Trento is their only cruiser. This is the thing, like the cruiser population in this game can be so low sometimes. Fuso Gunner's now Duke of York, I should say, North Carolina. Mass and an Icarus. Ooh, double sonar destroyers over there. Okay. The thing is, what is it? Our Fubuki, he's wasted so much time sat back there. Like, if you're going to be in a destroyer, you really can't waste time by being AFK at the start of the game. If you're going to go into a game and you want to be AFK, play a carrier or a battleship or a cruiser, like, because they're not so well. The carrier maybe not so probably it doesn't count for so much, but with the cruiser and the battleship, sometimes you don't need to be off the starting block straight away to have that initial impact on the game. Whereas a destroyer can be incredibly critical with their overall impact on the game. So don't go AFK in destroyers. Right, I'm going to make a dash into Alpha, and then once I've got out, oh, smoke screen. So that's going to be the Guidey. All their destroyers are very good choices. It could be the Zara. Well, Trento, I should say. Their cruiser has not been spotted. All the British lines are good. I'm enjoying them. This is the thing. I think one way to, if you want, one way of being good at the game is to just focus yourself. Either focus yourself into a single class, whether that be DDs, cruisers, or battleships. Like make that your main. Like find the one that you enjoy the most and make that your main. Cruisers can be. Becoming a cruiser player is like a goal that I think everyone needs to have a crack at, because sometimes cruisers can be the hardest class because of how squishy they are, the excessive battleship population, but they also have the highest DPM potential, and I feel so. I'm going to start where the Trento is. Work the Fuso. Okay, all 3 enemy DDs are over at Charlie, so once I'm done here, like with this smoke screen, I'm gonna go straight over towards Bravo. I hope I can maybe defend it, but thankfully, their DDs are working in the division. I think we get 1 torpedo, just flooding. Two torpedoes, 2 flooding, and the fuselage used the damaged content. But we fire out? Yes, so that should be the fuselage dead. So I'm just going to start moving now. We don't have time to waste. T-61's been absolutely brutalized as well. Fuso's still flooding, or double flooding. She should go pop now.
We sank their battleship.
I've got to try and seal off the flank. Mass is on about 7,500 HP. That Nakato's in a really bad position. At the moment, RDF is telling me the nearest ship is the Duke of York. Oh no, now it's telling me it's the North Carolina. So their DDs really aren't pushing over, because if the 12.2 kilometers away, so their DDs are nowhere near closing in. Now they are. Things they all, apart from the Icarus, the 2 German ones do out-sonar me.
Tally-ho! There they are.
Enemy destroyer sunk.
Come on, come on, come on, come on.
We sank an enemy destroyer. Team has taken the lead.
Recognize I would detect it. Oh, okay, we are.
Problem solved, sir.
Here we go round the mulberry bush, the mulberry bush, the mulberry bush. Keeping the Icarus detected. Okay, those torpedoes are meant for someone else. Oh, we got the gunnites now. Oh, that is one hell of a destroyer brawl. Oh. Right, I'm gonna grab the cap. Is the Fubuki going for the other cap? No, he's not. So we'll just go for the other cap after this, because there's no way I'm going to be able to get all the way down there to that battleship in time. The battleship's going to die probably before I even get this cap. I'll just get the cap. I'd be incredibly surprised if North Carolina can suddenly like finish off Tucson or Colorado. I don't know. I've seen madder things. One down. Oh, there we go. There you go. We'll probably get Russian CVs first. Oh, shh, please, no more. I don't want to hear about these Russian rubbish that we keep getting. I can't believe we're getting Russian cruisers next patch. Like, oh, God's sake. More Russian bias. But yeah, okay, that was actually a really nice game in the Jervis. There was one little trick I did there where the torpedoes were coming in on me and I was trying to shoot the mass. So what I did was I locked my guns on the mass, and then from the locked gun view, I spun it around and watched where the torpedoes were coming in. At the same time, I fired on the mass with my guns locked on the mass. So that was quite a cheeky little tactic I did there, which allowed me to kill the mass and then dodge the torpedoes from the Icarus simultaneously. So that's one of the benefits I find with that overview lock gun. But yeah, that was a really nice game. I will dismiss the division, and what I might do, I'm just going to quickly see if I can do this. I'd like to show you chaps the 3-minute game in the Pablo Emilio, which I had the other day. So I'm just going to see if I can set this up in the background using the capture gallery. Okay, here you go. So this was a game I had the other day in the Pablo Emilio. So let's see how this looks. That looks all right. There you go. Thank you, Sax. Thank you, Vaz. Well played. Yeah, thank you. Yeah, the good idea. So here, I'll start off in the Pablo Emilio. And I don't want to go forward. Firstly, because we've already got Destroyer going forward. Second of all, the Pablo Emilio, I like to think of it as a tier 5 light cruiser at tier 7 with destroyer capabilities. So I'm not going to rush straight down there. I'm going to go round to the side. And then that way, it gives me a lot more open water to work in if I want to YOLO. But also, it means that I can look around the corner and see what's going on. Because the Pablo Emilio maneuverability is pretty terrible. So you don't really want to be getting into close quarters engagements among islands. So here I've just rounded the corner, getting eyes on, let's see what we see. So we're getting a spotting ribbon, detecting their Fletcher, who's opened fire, and then we've also got the Nagato and the Richelieu there. Now it's interesting to note that so their centre's playing incredibly aggressive, but so are we. Their Charlie flank, they're already in Charlie capping, so they're their northern flank is playing aggressive, while their southern flank is maybe playing a little less aggressive because we've already got ships in the Alpha Cap as well. So on goes the engine boost because we're closing into our detectability range. So obviously we want to be getting up to that 40 plus knots. On goes the crawling smoke screen. Now, it's always a bit risky with the Pablo Emilio because most battleships like to take the target acquisition module, which allows them to auto-detect ships at 3 kilometers. So there I am, I'm getting detected by the Nagato at 3 kilometers. However, I pretty much managed to get up here to 3 kilometers of Nagato unseen. The Fletcher starts chipping on me. 1 launcher for the Nagato, because that's all you need in the Pablo Emilio. Those torpedoes hit like a truck. Now, we're expecting the Richelieu to turn in. She gets a volley on us. Now, we're only going to do 1 launcher for now, and then we're going to see her turn. And then we're going to go guns onto the Fletcher, taking out the Richelieu. Now, this is an incredibly aggressive and probably very risky gameplay. Amusingly, the first wave of torpedoes that we find in Richelieu make their mark on the Fletcher there. And if you note in the top right corner, I've got double flooding, and he's still flooding, so he must have damage controlled something. Whether I I didn't set a fire on him, so maybe the other friendly DD set a fire on him. But there you go. There's the Fletcher gone. So that's the enemy's centre push. Done. That's it. So we've got 12 minutes left of the game, and their centre push is over and done with. We've also got the Alpha Cap. We're capping the Charlie Cap. They've lost 5 ships in 3 minutes. They've only got 30 points left, so someone gets a kill, and that's the end of the game. So I just captured that because it was just ridiculous. A game that was over in 3 minutes in the Pablo Emilio, a tier 7 and 6 game. It was just a little bit nuts. Yeah, 76,000 damage, 3 kills, and coming top of the team with quite a reasonable amount of ship XP. So I played aggressively. We didn't lose a single ship. I was probably the closest one to death there. That was just one of those just really crazy games that I thought I'd just share with you, that I've captured. And more than likely that might appear in a Wales Weekly, simply because it's a very short video. It's brilliant for making up time. I got worked by Chili Gamer while using the Emilio in ranked last night, 1v1 by his Akazuki, which is no doubt had max outpay to win commanders, while my commander was at level 11. Oh boy. Wow. Alright, so I'm going to call that the end of the stream. I'd say thank you for everyone for coming along. If you can give the stream a thumbs up, that would be much obliged. Obviously helps promoting the channel, promoting the stream. I'd like to thank you to Little Island, who's also joined in with the community division along the way, so that's been much obliged. Also like to say thank you to Brandon ABC, to Salty Sack, to Spartacus, to Vaz Vegas, to Jamin, to Shudmonk, I want to say, to Zuiho Adventures, to Mike X Gaming, and I think that's everyone. It's been a very quiet little stream, but then it's not my usual time. It's been a bit of a bonus live stream, I guess you could say. So, but hopefully it's allowed you to get your fix of Back to the Port. And then for the rest of this week, the plan, yes, I will be doing a review on the Missouri. I will be doing a catch-up review on the Zuiho, Wales Weekly, and the usual Friday live stream. So we should be all back to normal. So, on that bombshell, with dinner beckoning, I have to obviously cook dinner because the wife will be home soon. I'd say thank you to everyone. If you can, give it a thumbs up before you go. Much obliged. That's very interesting. That's sadly, one-sided games are more common at the higher tiers. I would have to agree with you. I don't know why. Is it just because of the power level of the ships, the power level of the players? Is it just maybe sometimes the maps just are a little bit unfavourable? I'm not quite sure. Thanks for the stream. No problem. Thank you, Vaz. Thank you, Sax. Thank you, Jamin. And I will then quickly go to the exit screen and say chin chin, pip pip, and cheerio. Look after yourselves. Enjoy the rest of the week. Obviously, Thursday there will be a bonus live stream where we'll be covering the patch notes, should the patch notes actually come out on time. So that's an addition. So this week I'll be doing 3 live streams, 2 gameplays, this one on Fridays. There's also going to be the patch notes live stream on Thursday, Wales Week on Thursday, probably the Zuiho on Friday, and the Missouri, or the Misery as I'm calling her, on Wednesday. That's the plan for the week. And hello, Pablo, and unfortunately goodbye. But yeah, chin chin, cheerio, salute, and yeah, I'll just mute the microphone and head to the exit window.